Welcome to PLUSone, the series where I look at the free monthly games on PlayStation Plus and tell you if they're worth the download. After all, the games may be free, but your time is valuable. Today we're looking at the second PS Vita game for June, Neon Chrome. Released in 2016 from Finnish developer 10 Tons, Neon Chrome is a roguelike set in a cyberpunk world. Your goal is to take control of one of three different classes of avatar, known as assets, and work your way to the top floor of a giant building. At the top floor is the Overseer, the man who controls everything within using just his mind. On your way, you'll unlock different abilities, find new weapons, earn credits to level up specific stats like health, damage, luck, or energy, and die. A lot. You're gonna die a lot. This is a roguelike after all. Unlike many roguelikes though, those stats I just mentioned carry over from life to life, even if everything else does not. This adds an actual sense of progression to the mix instead of just being defined by your skills combined with the luck of getting a good run from RNGesus. With 33 floors until the Overseer, this is a breath of fresh air because it makes it more likely, even if it's not guaranteed, that you're going to continue to get progress each time you try again. The core gameplay is pretty simple. The game's a top-down shooter. You move with the left stick, you aim with the right stick, and shoot with the R2 button. On top of that, there's melee, a special ability such as these homing rockets that uses your energy, switches you can activate, doors you can blow up, keys, and so on. The levels don't get repetitive in the traditional sense. Nothing really blended in as far as the level design goes, and each floor brought in something new for me. The game did get repetitive, however, in a different way. For some reason, despite me enjoying what Neon Chrome tries to do, I couldn't get invested in the actual gameplay itself. Being able to duck into rooms and plan your route on the fly is great, but the camera is so zoomed out that I can probably see and account for too much, and this camera also ends up making enemies small enough on the screen that I don't care to identify them when I'm shooting. The enemies just sort of swarm in my experience, they don't really think or plan. This does make stealth gameplay viable, but this also means that more often than not, everything turns into a shootout anyway. I feel like this would go away with time, but it's a nagging feeling right now that's worth noting. The different guns all feel unique and satisfying, so that's a plus at least. Neon Chrome has a great atmosphere to it that really helps drive me to want to keep playing the game, and this makes up for the visuals that aren't necessarily the cream of the crop. It makes great use of lighting to hide any shortcomings as well, with neon obviously taking up a significant chunk of that lighting. Its soundtrack is solid too, not necessarily the most memorable tunes that you'll keep blasting in your head all day long, but again, it helps drive the atmosphere. I can give credit where it's due on that. The Overseer's voice acting though is pretty bad. Gave me some Clockwork vibes from Sly Cooper, except somehow even more phoned in.
Your quest to bring me down is a waste of time.
I think if you're a fan of roguelike gameplay, by all means you should +1 Neon Chrome to your collection. If you're not, this game probably won't convince you, but it certainly can't hurt. For completionists, the trophies don't seem too bad, you've just gotta play the game a lot and you'll very likely end up getting everything. At $15 regular price, I think this is a game that I would wait for a sale on if you can't get it while it's free. I would say that $5 to $8 is the sweet spot for me on this one. If you like these shorter +1 reviews, make sure you check out my longer form reviews as well. If you click the video on the left side of your screen, you can check out one of my reviews on the Kirby franchise.